Hello all my magical friends, thank you so much for being part of my Patreon channel. I am here today with a DIY exclusive Patreon video. I figured that today would be the perfect time to make the Brew It Yourself potion Deathcap draft. I thought it would be a really good time to do it. My husband's just gone out for the evening, my kids are in bed, and I'm sat here watching Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire and just thought, you know what? I'm going to get out my little DIY kit and I'm going to give it a go. So that's what I'm going to do. So I've got the bottle that was inside this package in here. We've also got a little vial of what looks like red blood, but I don't know exactly what that's supposed to be. We will find out, I'm sure. And then we've got a little vial of these little crystals here as well. We also had a cork stopper and a label for our potion as well, which is really cool, cannot lie. And we also had a wax stick as well. So obviously this was from the most recent Wisdom Trunk box that I got, and inside the same box was this instruction kit as well. It does have the instructions on the back of here, but obviously then this looks a little bit more magical, a little bit more like a page from a potion book, so I figured I would go and use the instructions on here instead. So like I said, this one has the Deathcap draft on here as well. We've got all the ingredients that we'll need, the method and instructions as well, and then the more detailed instructions on the front and back there as well. And then we have like a little warning label at the bottom. So it says on here, the ingredients that we'll need is moon water, which I'm assuming is just normal water. Just make it more magical. It's moon water that I've got here. I harvested it myself. And then we've got red baneberry juice, which I'm assuming is this little one here. And then it says crystallized Deathcap, so that must be this one then, of course. And then it says on the utensils and instruments, it says we need a glass potion bottle with a narrow neck. I do believe we have that. A small silver ladle. I don't have that. Does it mean a spoon? A spoon. I haven't got one in a minute, but I can get one in a moment. And then it says a cork or stopper for sealing the bottle, and then wax for sealing the bottle. So that's what we have here. So under the instructions, it does say, prepare your workspace in a well-lit, quiet area, ensuring you have all the necessary utensils and instruments at hand. I need to get that spoon, but yeah, otherwise, yes. Step number 2 is take the glass potion bottle with a narrow neck and place it on a clean, flat surface. This will be your vessel for your Deathcap draft. So that's that one. Next it says, first add moon water to the bottle, pouring it carefully to fill just below the neck of the container. Moon water should be handled with great care, for its purity is crucial to the potion's success. Okay, so I'm going to take the lid off here and I'm going to very carefully handle my freshly harvested moon water and pour it in to our bottle. And I've got to stop it just below the neck. So I'm going to kind of stop it where it starts to like lose the square shape. So keep going a moment. Okay, so I reckon it's about there. It's just where the bottle starts to then go up. So that's where I think I'm going to finish that part. The next step is introduce the red baneberry juice into the mixture. This juice will infuse the potion with its characteristic crimson hue, signifying its potency. Slowly pour it into the bottle, allowing the liquid to blend gently with the moon water. Okay, so we have to be very careful with this process. Can you see what I'm doing? Probably not. Let me use my little box here to lift this ever so slightly. If I move it back, there we go. Okay, is that a little bit better for you guys to see? Let me open this on up. Okay, I don't want this to like dye anything, so I hopefully won't get it on myself. So I'm just going to gently pour this in here. Oh, it's going everywhere. There's no gentle pouring. Oh my god, that literally went everywhere. I'm not even kidding. There was no gentle pouring of this, but look at that. That's a really cool effect. Oh my goodness, what a mess. It looks like I've had some kind of bloody accident. That's not good. But hey ho, it's in the bottle now. Is it going to stay in my hands? Yes, it really is. Wow. Oh, wow, that stains. Oh my goodness, look at that. You got to be really careful with this potion, guys. If you have it and you haven't already made it, be careful because you'll end up looking like E.T. Phone home. Yeah, so that's my next part. But look at that now. So that's got this really gorgeous red tint to the bottle. The back does look like some blood splatter has kind of happened, but never the mind, we continue. Oh no, I've got it on. Oh no. Oh god, this is not going to plan. Uh-oh. Right, damage control. there is no damage control. Let me move my little box out of the way because that's actually got all my like my wax stamps and things in it, and I'm gutted now. That's no stained, but never mind. It'll all be okay, I'm sure. Anywho, what's the next step? Right, now for the final and most crucial step. Add the crystallized Deathcap. Handle this ingredient with extreme caution as its power is both potent and perilous. Pour the crystallized Deathcap into the bottle, watching as it begins to dissolve slowly. Oh, it's going to dissolve. Okay, right. Now, the pouring of the red stuff didn't go to plan. So let's try and be a little bit more careful with this one, shall we? Oh my goodness, right, let's see. Oh, again, you can't see what's going on. Let's get me box back. The damage is already done. Let's just go with it, shall we? Ooh. 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 Oh, it's making it mystical. Oh my goodness, can you see that? I don't know if you can. I might try and get some better shots for you afterwards. But oh my goodness, it's making it all like mystical. It's like that mica powder stuff. Love it, love it, love it. I'm covered in red. I'm not even kidding you. Instruction number 6 was seal the bottle tightly with a cork or stopper to contain the poison within. The crystallized Deathcap will gradually dissolve over time, infusing the potion with its toxic qualities. It is essential to store the Deathcap draught in a cool, dark place away from direct sunlight or prying eyes. So this time for our cork stopper, so I'm going to place that in carefully and then really squish it down so it goes as far as it will allow, and it means that hopefully no one's getting into this thing. Okay, so there we have our cork stopper and our liquid all nice and sealed inside. What is next? Step number 7 says allow the potion to mature and gain strength as the crystallized Deathcap dissolves, infusing its dark magic into the brew. This process may take several days, so be patient. Okie dokie. Once the Deathcap draught has reached its full potency, it is ready to be used. Handle with great care as its effects are both powerful and deadly. Okay, so it doesn't give us instructions on how to seal the bottle, but it's not my first time at the rodeo. I pretty much know how to do this. I have also got a little kit with me as well. So I've got a few different types of wax stamps in here, as well as more wax. So what ones have I got here? Let me just double check. So I've got one that's shaped like a phoenix. Again, I don't know if you can see that all that well. Yeah, there you go. So that's a phoenix one. I've also got a Death Eater mask one, which might be a good idea for this particular one. So I'll put that one side. And then this one says Hogsmeade approved visit. Don't think that one's very appropriate. But then on my little box that I've now splattered with blood and just gotten everywhere even more, there is more in here as well. So let's see what ones we've got in here. Oh, I've even got a ladle. There we go. Panic over. I've got my little ladle, my little silver spoon. Okay, and then this one actually says thank you, but it's really scrolly, so it's really hard to make out, but it does say thank you. You can see that? There we go. I think it says thank you anyway. Or for you? For you, not thank you. For you. Yeah, so again, not really appropriate. So I'm going to have to go with the Death Eater mask one. I think that's probably the most appropriate one. So what I'm going to do now is light my little candle. Where's my... There we go. Right. Powerful magic now. Let's light that. If you are a younger witch or wizard doing this, you are definitely going to need to have some parental help, because I am a parental and a grown woman and I still made a mess. So yeah, do be careful, children. Yeah, so we're going to go with Death Eater one and we're going to go with this one. And I've lit that and I don't know why, because I'm going to do that. But then I've got that too. What am I going to do? Because it's easier to get this on here using this, because you can get a lot in there and then spoon it over rather than waiting for it to drip, 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 drip. And once like the first 5 drips have dripped, then it kind of gets harder, and then the drips on top just make it look messy. So I want to do it this way, but I'm going to need a knife. Bear with me, I will be back. Okay, so what I did was I used a knife to cut some smaller pieces of the wax. So I'm going to pop it into my little spoon. There's not enough room for all of it, so I might have to do it a little bit at a time. And then tediously wait for the wax to liquefy, and then I can pour it onto my bottle. So yeah, I might speed this process up a little bit for you guys, because it might be a bit boring to just sit in here and watch me do this. But yeah, I'll be back. Oh, my hands are so dyed. Okay, I'm nearly there, so I'm just gonna quickly pull this up so we can see it a little bit better. There's just a bit of wax in the middle that just hasn't quite blended in to the rest of the liquid yet. And I don't want any lumps if I can avoid it. Right, I think I'm about there. So I'm gonna get ready to pour it on and then use my wax stamp on here as well. And I really want it to drip all the way down and around. So the messier the better with this part. And then I'm just gonna carefully place that on top and let it drip down some more. Beautiful. Okay, so that is dripping away. Sounds a bit dodgy, but okay. I'm gonna blow the candle out and I'm gonna give this a minute to get back to being a bit firmer. And then, oh wow, it's really dripped down. I really like it. And then we'll see what we're left with. I might do another layer because even though we've got some really good drips going down here, we've still got a lot of the actual cork still very visible. And I think I'd prefer to hide as much of it as possible. So we'll see how this looks and then we'll go from there, decide then what I want to do. But has that firmed up enough? I think it has, yeah. Ooh, oh, okay, that looks pretty cool. Right, so this is what we're left with. So you can see the wax has dripped down the bottle, just a few little places here and there, which is quite nice. And then on top, you can just about see the Death Eater mask on there as well. What do you guys think? Do you think I need to add more wax? Part of me wants to add more wax, but maybe in another colour. I do have gold somewhere. Is it in this one? Yeah, it's in here. I've got some gold as well, or I've got silver. Or I could just add more red. I think I'm just gonna add more red. I'm just trying to get it to keep dripping because it's not quite, again, dripping down the cork. So I'm just doing my best just to carry it on, just to cover up as much of this cork as possible. Okay, so I think I'm finally happy with how the wax seal looks. Look at that. It's so droopy and it's almost as if something's like bleeding out. I know it sounds really grim and it probably is, but it looks really, really effective. I really like it. I am very aware though that I took way more time on the wax seal than I actually did the actual potion. That's just my fault. I am such a perfectionist when it comes to stuff like this. To the point of obsession, really. It's not healthy, but that's how I roll, unfortunately. So I like things like this, especially if I'm going to display it on my shelves, which I absolutely am. But I like to be very, very particular with the kind of things that I have a hand in creating. So last but not least is the sticker that we put on the front. So we've got the label. Let's get that off. I've got nails today, which is not helping. Right, okay, so I've got the backing off the sticker, and I'm going to try my best to be really careful with this. I probably should have done this part first, because it probably would have been a whole lot easier to line up and stick down. I don't want to risk tipping this ball over onto its side, because I just think it's going to go really, really wrong to do that. So it's really sticky, which is the whole point, but still, when you're trying to like just slightly maneuver it, oh my goodness. Right, okay, I think, yeah, I think that is as straight as my eyes are gonna get it. Okay, so now we have our Deathcap draft, and again it says on here, pure blood apothecary, warning, extremely poisonous, keep stopper closed. I don't think anyone is taking off that cork stopper without causing significant damage to the wax seal on here. So yeah, I think it's safe for now. But yeah, what do you guys think? I think this looks really, really cool. It's really fun to make these. I really hope that the Wizarding Trunk continue to give us these do-it-yourself potion bottles. I think these are so much fun. But yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions down below. Let me know what you think. Do you like seeing this kind of content from me? Do you want to see a little bit more of this? Do you want to see something different? Let me know, you guys, because I am incredibly useless and I'm really, really aware of how little I post on here, and I'm trying my hardest to remember to do it. Oh, one thing I thought I could do actually. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do this. I've got some like paint pens. I was just gonna paint in the detail on the oh my gosh, what's he called? Death Eater mask. Useless brain. I actually got a Sharpie as well, because I think even though I've got lots of different colours in here in the paint pens, I think black would look nicest. Or no, I think I'm going to go with the gold, only because it's a very brassy gold. It's kind of very similar to the little charm we have on here. So I'm going to quickly colour that in, and then I will show you that afterwards as well. No, it didn't work. Never mind. I'm just going to leave it as it is. I think it looks really, really good as it is. You can see the Death Eater skull there as well. So I think it looks really, really cool. I love this, and like I said, I really hope that the Wizarding Trunk continue to give us these. I hope to make more of these in the future, and yeah, I'm so thrilled to have you guys as my patrons. You have no idea how much it means to me, and I just want to let you know that all the money that I get from you guys being Patreons goes straight back into my channel, whether it be buying something to review, putting money towards a box, going to the studio tours and buying things there. It all goes back into the channel in some way or form, and I couldn't do this without you guys. So I'm so grateful to each and every one of you, whether it's just one of you or whether it's 100 of you. It really doesn't matter. Your support just means so much to me. So thank you once again. And yeah, I will see you guys very soon in the next video and the next update on here as well. So bye for now.